All right, welcome back. Another video for our $1 million challenge where we start with $1 and we're trying to get 1% every single day up until we get 1 million. So here's the deal. I got like 2.5 minutes of bonuses to show and then we'll hop into some gameplay. Okay, so our first one is our monthly. It was $12.52. It's pretty high. I think it's high because I was maybe using some other currencies, which we'll see here. So the weekly was $3.82, which is pretty good. And then this is the rake back. So I was using Sheeb. As you can see, I have like a dollar rake back in that, a little bit of Bitcoin. I was testing some strategies with other currencies. So I think that's why my monthly was a little bit higher. But either way, we'll take a little bit extra profit, I guess, from it. But this first bonus was wager $50 to get $5 in casino credits on the outside apps. That's where all these are coming from. So I know in the last video I said I'm going to stop doing the wagering requirements. These were already done. These are a little bit older. So I record this video a couple days after I actually do the bonuses on the app. So these like stockpile on my computer and then I actually record later. So that's why I'm still doing these on the videos, but like currently I'm not actually doing the wagering requirements anymore, like I mentioned last time. So here's another one where I had to wager $100 to get $5. Again, I think these are a little bit risky, wagering $50 each time to get $50, wagering $100 to get $5. I don't think it's really worth it. Here's a deposit bonus. These are the best ones. Put $50 in the account, you get $5 in credits. So it's basically like free money. That's the easiest one right there. So that cashes out. This next one was just $2 in casino credits to play on a certain slot. They were just promoting the slot. So I claimed that. And then I just do 20-cent spins because I figured I'll get more amount of spins out of it if I just do the smallest amount. So it gives us 20 spins, 10 spins, bad math. 10 spins, and I think we only win like a little bit off this. Nothing crazy, but it still adds to the balance, which is good. Anything that adds to the balance, we'll take it. So we get a little bit of profit on that. And then this one, I had to convert. I had some credits, but it's only 50 cents. And then when you convert it to casino credits, they cut it in half because they want you to put it on sports bets. So I had 50 cents, but then I put it into casino credits, which is only 25 cents. So then I couldn't wager 25 cents on roulette, so I had to do 30 cents. But I won, so it worked out. Okay, so with all the bonuses, especially from the website, which were massive, those helped out a lot. And then we had the outside bonuses. That brings the account up to a total of $476.37. So we're pretty much way ahead of where we were. So, we had these 2 losses on the last episode, which sucked, but these bonuses help. Or they're like an insurance on the bankroll. So the bonuses, I know people were upset that I was using outside apps before, but this is why I use them because, especially this bankroll, it gives us a little bit of wiggle room. Like we have a little bit of insurance. If we do take some losses, the bonuses help reclaim those losses. So I know a few people who don't like that, but that's why we do it. It helps protect the bankroll a little bit. So we have a setback on gambling, we have a loss, we have the bonuses to kind of supplement that. And obviously the bonuses won't do that forever. Once the bankroll's higher and we say it's like $1,000 and we go down 4%, that's $40. And if I'm only getting like $5-10 off the bonuses, that's not going to fully recuperate the loss that we took. So this only helps us like right now, maybe I would say up until like probably about $1,000. Those bonuses won't really mean as much. So that's why they're very helpful now to help us get to that point, right? Hopefully that makes sense. But with that said, we are sitting at 476, like I said, which means our 1% profit goal for today is $4.76. And then our stop loss is $19.05. Popping into the website, we have 3 days total of playthrough to get through today. So we're going to start off on wheel. So we need 476. So to start things off, I'm going to start off with a 20-cent bet, and we're going to play a medium risk and see if we can get a couple wins on here. This does have a tendency to take a lot of your money, so you got to be careful. but let's see what we can do. Okay. I don't want to run this too far because that's a big hit. That's a really big hit. 4x, best segment we could hit right there. But yeah, I don't want to run this too far. I feel like wheel can be pretty dangerous. Can really start to take your money, as we're seeing here. But we'll run it for a little bit. Check it back to back. Oh man. Okay, we're starting to go down. Starting to go down. The back to back would be really nice. Can't seem to get it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Another loss there. Another loss there. Whew, we're getting smoked. Let's do a $2 bet. We lose that. We lose that. We win that. We win that. Let's bring us down to $1. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go until we lose. The 4x, okay. We're coming back. Let me go back down to 50 cents. Oh, another 4x. I should have kept it on the 1. It's all right. I'll do one more loss streak, and then hopefully we win after that loss streak. I'll martingale it a little bit, and then we'll stop. So that's the plan here. Okay, so this is the loss streak starting here. Once we hit a win, we'll stop and pull out to a different game. Okay. So we're down 130, not the worst thing in the world, but we're gonna hop into another game real quick. Okay, we're in limbo, and I'm gonna go for a small multiplier. This might be risky because we're doing a bigger bet, but I'm gonna go for 1.5x, and I'm gonna go for 260. So if we hit this should bring us back to break even. If we lose this, then we're down a little bit more. But let's see what it does. Okay, we're back to break even. I'm gonna bring this down to, let me do the math real quick. 154. Okay, so now we're 70 cents in profit. I need $4 to get the 1% profit goal on the day. All right, we're gonna start with a 50-cent bet on blackjack. The originals blackjack absolutely smoked us on the last video. So I'm hoping today it will be a little bit nicer to us. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. We'll play this a little bit. If it's not treating us well, then we'll pull out, because I'm not gonna push this like I did last time. Obviously the bankroll was down last time from the auto strategy, so I didn't have as much to play with on the originals blackjack, but you know, I still don't want to push my luck with it. Ooh, 11 against the 9. That is a double, I believe. Yep. Let's see how it goes. Okay, 20. Nice. Okay, cool. 16 against the 16 is a stand. Bust. Okay, it's all right. Let's double this up to $1. 6 against a 7. Ooh, a 13 against the 7. Yeah, we just lose that one there. Let's run back $1 again. 9 against the 6. Saying it is a double. Let's rip it. Okay, nice. That's massive. Awesome. Okay, so we just need $2. Let me bring this back down to 50 cents. Let's see if we can go on one more run here. Uh-oh, 8. Yeah, there's the 18. All right, let's double this up. 19 against a 7. All right, we'll take that. So now we need $2. I have not played Dragon Tower in a long time. So let me start off on a 25-cent bet. We're gonna go in easy. And I don't know if I'll be in here too long, because I know this game can absolutely cook your balance. But let's see if we can get a couple wins. One more. See? Every time you want to go for one more, it's always a bad idea. All right. Oh, man. Trying to get that 5. Trying to get 5 wins. Just can't get it. Can't get the 5 wins. Let's go for... Okay, let's double this up to 50 cents. Dang, man. Wow. I played this game once in the whole challenge, and it torched us. All right, one more. We can't get that 5th one. That's so crazy. We're down. We're negative now. Okay, we're starting to sink pretty good. This is on easy mode too. That's crazy. All right, there's our 5. Finally got it. We're still negative though. I'll rip 50 cents one more time. Let's go for 3. Okay. There's a loss. There's another loss. So 3 is a 2.3x. Okay. Let's just try to go for those then. Let's just go for 3s. Okay. Let's bring us down to 25 cents. And I was trying to go for the 5 again. Okay. One more time on the 25-cent bet. See if we can get 5. Nope, we can't. Okay. Let's go for $1. I'm gonna go for 2. All right. And then we'll do one more up for 2. Okay. So we're back to $2. We're still negative. Dragon Tower ain't it. We're gonna play high-low. And we're gonna start off with $1. I don't know why I just clicked higher. That was just my bad. It was a queen and I meant to go lower. Okay, let's start with $1 again. Let's go for higher than a 2. Higher than a 4. Higher than a 4. And where are we sitting at? 81 cents a profit. Let's take that. I like that. All right, $1 again. I don't want to go too far with these, so we'll skip through. I'm gonna go higher than a 3, higher than a 4, lower than a king, higher than a 2. One more, lower than a queen, higher than a 3. Oh my gosh, I don't want to be too greedy with this. I don't want to be too greedy. Let's just cash this out. Let's cash it out. Let's bring us down to 50 cents. And I was gonna go higher than a 3 anyways, but I feel like I don't have a good feeling. Okay. Do lower. There's the loss. Okay. Let's go one more time. Go lower than a king. Skip that. Higher than an ace. Lower than a jack. Skip. I'm going for a 2x. So I'm gonna keep running this until we get a 2x, or if we lose. Higher than a 3. There's our 2x. Let's cash that out. Okay, we're sitting at 311, so we need about $1.60. All right, I'm coming back to the wheel. We just need $1.60. I'm hoping we can get a couple wins on this. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's bring us down to 10 cents. Okay, so, all right, let's keep it at 10. We'll keep it at 10. Probably due for some losses now. There we go. Okay. Staying even. There's the 4x. Okay, we need 55 cents. So we're getting pretty close. Let's bring us back down to 10 cents. Get a loss. Get a win. Once we get 2 losses, we'll double up. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, back down to 10 cents. There's 1 loss. There's a win. Okay, we need 45 cents. There's 2 losses. We'll double up. Another loss. Another loss. All right, we'll double up again. There's 1 win. It's another loss. Give us the back-to-back. Oh, man. 80-cent bet. Loss. Small win. Small win. 4x. Okay, that's huge. That just brought us up to $6. Way past the profit goal, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Whew. That was a stressful day in the beginning there. We got a big dip, but we came back and got above the profit goal, so we'll take it. Okay, so day 101 was a win. We got our $6.07. So for today, our balance is sitting at $482.44, which means our 1% profit goal is $4.82. Then our stop loss is $19.30. I'm gonna reset the live stats here. Yeah, let's do high risk, and let's start off with 10-cent bets. And ideally with this strategy, we're looking for like a 4 to 5 gem hit, and then, okay, so there's a win. But if we get something bigger than that, we get a huge payout, right? So that's what we're looking for, is a giant payout. So if we go on a crazy loss streak, I will end up increasing the bet a little bit. There's a huge win there, 8x, that's crazy. Okay, we'll keep going. Wow, another 8x, that's nuts. So this is why I like playing this, because it gives us the potential to get like a way bigger wins, but the chance of getting some small wins too. We're gonna stay with this setup. I'm gonna play a couple more rounds, maybe down to $1 profit. Okay, we'll play down to 150 profit, and then I'll switch up the tiles, because I feel like we might exhaust our setup if we keep getting some big wins like that. So let me clear the table. We're down to 150 profit. We got a new setup now, so I'll start off with 10 cents again and see if we can get some hits on this. We'll run this for a little bit, and then maybe once we get down to $1, we'll double up. See if we can get a big win. Starting to go dry. Oh, there's a win. Okay, spoke too soon. We'll take it. Okay, we'll do one more, and then we're gonna double up to 20 cents. Okay, so we're up to 20 cents now. I thought we were gonna get a win there. Got some threes. Need to get at least 4 for a win. Keep getting those threes. There's a 4, okay. Little win there, we'll take it. It's getting close. I feel like it wants to do something. It keeps hitting those threes. Unbelievable amount of threes. Come on, just gotta get one more gem in there for a good profit. Okay. Can't get past those threes. Nothing. Okay, we'll do... Okay, there's a hit. I'm gonna double this up to 40 cents. There's another hit. Oh, I thought that was gonna go. Okay. There's a good hit. Okay, there's a win there, we'll take that. Looking for like an 8x, that'd be pretty nice. Okay, there's another win back in profit, which won't last us long because we're doing 40-cent bets. There's a good hit, there's an 8x, we're up to $3. Okay, so we need $1.82. I'm gonna do another auto pick, and I'm gonna bring us down to 20 cents and see if we can get any hits on this. I'm gonna run this down to maybe just $2. Yeah, that's tough. We'll keep running this a little bit actually. Okay, that's a pretty good hit. Let's go up to 40 cents again. Let's see if we can get another big hit. It's getting close. It's getting close. Okay. It's keeping us alive. Oh man, 3 quick ones. It's always a tough hit when you get 3 quick ones right off the bat, but you can't get that 4th one in there. It's all good. Oh man, we're getting so many 3s though. I do like that, but okay. There's an 8x. Take it. That's a pretty big hit. We're up to 440. Okay, let's pull out of here and try to get our 48 or 42 cents somewhere else. All right, we need 42 cents. So I'm gonna hop into dice and try to just get 2 cents. And we're gonna martingale this. And hopefully it doesn't take us too long. Okay, so there's our 2 cents we needed. And now we just need 40 cents. Let's start off with a 20-cent bet. And see if we can get this pretty easily. Okay. We did not. Got the 21 on us twice. Okay, that's sick. 19 against 10. Okay, we would take the win there. So we got to go one more on 40 cents. 20 against the 10. We get the win here. We got it. Okay. Now we just need 20 cents. So we're starting back with a 20-cent bet. I believe that's a stand. Yeah, it's a stand. 21. Okay. Double that up to 40 cents. I believe that's a double. We don't need a double because we just need 1 win to hit our profit goal. But I'm going to play by the book. So we're going to double up. Shouldn't have doubled up. Okay. We're going to double up our bet now. We have a soft 14 against the 3, which is just a hit. Now we have a hard 14 against the 3, which is a stand. Uh-oh, that didn't work out too good. All right, we're up to a $1.60 bet. This is the martingale game for you. This is how it can go. All right, we're at 320. Okay. I'm not going to double up to 640. That's a lot. We're going to stay at 320. Can we get the dub here? We got the dub. All right, we need 1 more on 320. Please be nice to us. We got it. Okay. Isn't that crazy? This is martingale for you. This is how martingale works. You're just trying to get 1 small win, and it can take you down pretty quick. Okay, we push on that. Let's go back for a 40-cent bet. We just need 1 win now. Okay. We're up to 80. We need 1 win to get the day. 20 against the 10, it's a push. We're fighting for this. 13 against an 8. That's going to be a hit. And we bust. Okay, now up to a $1.60 again. Very crazy loss streak. Finally, we won one, which brings us to our 1% goal. All right, let's go. Whew. Stressful, man. Stressful. Okay, so sitting at $492 on day 103. We are trying to get $4.92 for our 1% profit goal. And then our stop loss will be at $19.69. Okay, so we're gonna play some live roulette, change things up from the originals a little bit, since we got some wins on there. And I'm gonna reset the live stats here. So I'm gonna try to play a high coverage strategy. We're gonna start with 50 cents and just try to run this up. So we're covering, what is that? There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 rows on here. We're covering 10 of them. And the goal is just to get some wins. And then whenever we lose, which hopefully shouldn't be a ton because we're only not covering 2 columns and the 0 out of all of these. So let me do the math on that real quick. What is that? 37. It's 37 squares. With this strategy, we are covering 30 numbers, and so that gives us an 81% chance of hitting. So that's an 81% coverage. That's a pretty high coverage. Obviously, it is definitely possible to hit that 20% that we're not covering. And then if we hit that, we will double up our bet a little bit. So, oh, I didn't mean to double up now. We'll keep playing on the 10 cents. So every time we win on this, it's a 50-cent bet. Every time we win 10 cents. Okay, there's another win. We'll just keep playing this. So when we lose, we're gonna triple up our bet. So we'll go from 10 cents on each. So we're using 10-cent units, and then we'll go up to 30-cent units and try to get 2 wins. And then we'll just keep doing that until it's like kind of a martingale system. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So it's a slow strategy, but ideally you're expecting to get some losses. So you're preparing for that, having to triple up your bet. So there's a loss. So now we want to rebet, and then we're going to do 30 cents on each one. Then we need 2 wins on this bet size, and then if we lose this, we have to go down again and triple up and get 2 wins. So hopefully we get our 2 wins, or at least 1 win before we get another loss. Okay, got a 5, so that's a win. So I need 1 more win on this size. So you can see we were down 10 cents. We got 30 cents on that win. So if we got another win here, we'll be back into profit as if the line just kept going up. Let's see if we can get lucky, get the win here. $33, barely won that. That's like the last number we could possibly get. Okay, so we're gonna go back down to 10 cents. And we will keep playing this. So I might speed this up a little bit, just so it's a little bit quicker on your end. And then if we hit a loss or something happens, I'll stop and come back to you guys. So there's another win there. That's what we like to see. So like I said, I'm gonna speed this up now and we'll come back in a few. Okay, so if we win this, I'm gonna pull out. All right, perfect. So we got up to $4. Now you can see this is a pretty straight graph. It's pretty linear. I did go down a couple times. So like these 2 big dips, I went down, I think to like a $450 bet. Cause I go from 10-cent units to 30 cents to 90 cents. And then on that 90-cent bet, it's a $4.50 total bet because there's 5 units. So like I said, this is so these are 10-cent units. When you lose, you triple up. So these would be 30 on the second loss. On the third loss, they're 90 cents. And then on the fourth loss, that $4.50 bet would be, what is that? $13, $13.50, something like that. Which if we would have lost on that $4.50, it probably would just stop the video or stopped, playing on the roulette, because going down, doing like a $13, $14 bet with our stop loss of $20 is a little bit too much. But that's the whole point of this, is like you're supposed to play with a very small unit size so you can have a ton of progressions after that. But we're playing with a small stop loss. So like if your whole balance was like $200 and you're willing to go the whole way down, you could play the 7 losses in a row probably. But we're not doing that, 'cause since we have the stop loss, we're trying to prevent any big losses like that. So either way, we need 92 cents. I'm gonna pull out a roulette and hop into a different game. Okay, so we're coming into infinite free bet blackjack, the game that always takes care of us. Can it do it this time? I don't know. I feel like we always get so lucky on this game. We're gonna run out of luck eventually, but we need 92 cents. So I figured I'd just go for a $1 bet and see what happens. It's a hit. But yeah, we just need 1 win on $1. I'm probably not gonna martingale this the whole way through, like every single loss martingale, because that can add up pretty quick. So I'll probably do my method where I usually I'll take like 2 losses, then I'll martingale, so then I'm back to break even. Like 2 more losses on that bet, martingale it. So now we've got an 11. This could be hopefully a good hand if we get a 10 here. That's all we need. That's all we need, and we would be set for today. So let's see if that can be realistic. I just hopped in here, so I don't know how the cards have been. Looks like someone just left a comment in the chat saying that this shoe is really bad. So, okay, 18 against a 6. We'll take it. It's not the worst thing. But I did get a new computer too. Actually, in the last video or two, I forgot to mention that, but I've recently just bought a new laptop because I was using like a 2016 or 2017, I think it was a 2017 MacBook Pro, and I finally bought a new one. Oh no, here's a 19. Oh, we won. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. $5 profit for today. But yeah, so I just bought a new laptop, so hopefully things are running smoother. They look a little bit better. Games aren't cooking my computer anymore. That thing was struggling, that last laptop. So yeah, the new laptop, I think it's pretty nice. It's making video editing, everything a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, a little bit faster. So I'm loving it. I know you guys probably don't really see as much because the quality of the actual videos are probably about the same. But this thing is 8 years newer than my last laptop, and it's amazing. It's blissful. I feel so good to have a new laptop. Okay, so overall in the whole video, we went up $32.49. That's basically just where we left off here, and then subtracting out where we left off last episode. So that's with the bonuses, the playthrough, everything, we're up $32.50 pretty much. And then of that $32.50, about $16 of that, so about half of it was from actual gambling, the other half was from the bonuses. So I mean, with all that said and done, we know we lost last episode, and we're already back on track of, I mean, we're way ahead of the tracker where we should be on the whole challenge. But overall, we're way back on track. So those 2 losses that hit us pretty hard, losing $35 in that last episode, we're good. The bonuses help out a lot. We got to just go back to what we were doing. The auto bet strategies aren't for us right now, but yeah, so we're doing good still. We're almost at pretty much $500. Still got a long way to go, but we're doing really good, and I'm just happy everything's working out. I'm happy you guys are enjoying this. If you're not in the Discord already, go ahead and join that. The link's in the description. I plan on doing some giveaways in the near future, so you want to be in there so you can get on those and hopefully win some of the giveaways. But yeah, there's some other links in the description as well if you guys want to check those out. As always, I don't promote or condone gambling. This is purely for entertainment. It's just a fun little challenge where I'm not risking any of my own money, and I hope you guys are just enjoying watching this process, and I don't recommend you try this or risk your own money. Save it, invest it, do something smart with it. don't lose your money gambling. So that said, guys, thank you so much for watching as always. Appreciate you guys very much. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, help us boost the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.